that make them stronger because you did it that way, or would they have become weaker because you nurtured them and made them more softer? Because think about it. Posing this, they state everyone says that I won't raise my kids the way that I was raised, but yet we complain that the world is softer, or these kids are softer because they didn't have the hardships or challenges that we face, and we may not have related that to them. My kids are spoiled, and we spoke on it earlier.
Absolutely.
Sometimes I wish my son would do more, but again, forget that I don't task him to do more. My grandmother would look at something and be like, okay, it's a crack in the cement, go get some Quikrete and fix it. Well, how? Read. That's how she would do it. It wasn't, no, I'm a teacher. Read. You can do it, just like you said. But yet if we do that to our kids, they're going to be like, let me call somebody. They're used to depending on everybody else versus being able to accomplish.
But in what you said, that's the evolution of the human of humanity, the evolution of humanity, because technology allows them to be able to pick up the phone and call. So as to where your grandmother used read as helping you source a resource to get it done, their resource is this. Even though we may not like it, that's another thing I had to get used to, because I'm just like, what? I got to the point where I said, just Google it. Google it. So now, how do you, I just look at you. Like, are you serious? You can figure it out. When somebody tells me they can't do something. So he's resourceful. It's just maybe not the same way as, you had to learn yours. He could watch a YouTube channel and be like, oh, I can do it this way.
And he does, because, one thing I did with him, just because my dad was a handy man.
Absolutely.
I had a lamp, and I was like, okay, we're going to restring this lamp and everything. So we took the lamp apart, wires, everything. And I said, we're going to go to the store, we're going to buy new ones, and we're going to put it back together. Because I want you to be able to see that you too can do this.
Okay.
And he learned a little. But then he was just like, why did we do that? It shows you that it's man-made. You can be the man who makes this. You can be the man who fixes this. And you don't have to challenge yourself with things around the house.
Not to cut you off. It's just so funny. That it's funny and serious at the same time. It's like our manners, how we were raised during 70s, 80s, and 90s. Well, let's keep between late 70s and 80s. And I heard many people say this: if your children would drop back in time that time period, they would kill themselves. And
I think mine might survive though.
They would not. They'll.
2 of them would just be done. 3 of them might survive.
I realized how many times I left the house at around 11 a.m. and then come back until 6 p.m. And no one worried about where the hell I was at.
No, nobody was calling.
No one, until you brought your ass back. You had to be before you docked.
At age 16, I used to take my girlfriend to Atlantic City on the bus. And those were the hours we were gone. Because you catch the bus in the morning, like 7 in the morning, you get there by 11, and you leave at 4, and you get back about 6 or 7:30 at night.
Yep.
My parents were cool with me. And it wasn't no phone on every corner. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna remember, you gotta pick up the box.
That's the thing, and that's one of the things I really struggle with, because calling you every 5 minutes to see where you at. Where you at? Are you on your way nowhere? Would you stop? That drives me crazy. Like, that's one of the pastimes I still have not been able to get with. I'm used to leaving the house, going to do what I need to do, and when I'm finished, coming home to say hello, family. Not, how long you gonna be gone? Where you at now? FaceTime me so I can make sure you okay. What you mean? Don't you trust in God? Because I do. God will tell you if I'm not okay. You will feel it. At least that's what grandma said. I feel when something wrong with you. But you do. You feel it when something is not right and something is wrong. Call me then.
It's just that I think.
Am I losing it? Is this
No,
what-
I think the problem is on the real quick before we go to the next topic and get up out of here. Is that we built conversation, wanted it or not, we had conversations with our parents and our siblings, like it or not. Before we had TV or radio, we had conversations.
That's true.
We had a built-in understanding through periodicals every weekend or whenever we were in school or work, whatever. We had conversations. Some conversations with the parents are like, look, don't play with me, do your homework. I want to give me 2 hours before you mess with me. I just got in the house. Those conversations. When I come to the house, you better eat the food I put out there. Don't bother me. When I get with you, have this on the table, ready to go. I went here. It got done. That was routine. We had routines. We had short conversations, but they meant something. And then we're at outings with family. Don't go over there. Don't break nothing. Do what you're told. Eat the food, because you ain't getting nothing to get home. There was a plan. Go for Honey's in it.
That's what it was.
And Honey would say something out of turn, and you get what you want, and your mother, especially on those holidays.
The little look.
You know you ain't getting that. You get in the house, right? It's cold in my closet. You know, those look. Give me that money. Your grandmother just gave you.
Oh.
Now give me the wallet. Give me the.
Jeez.
I had those moments. I was like, I wanted my. Shut up.
Oh.
You're gonna lose it. What an excuse to have.
You are gonna.
But anyway, so those meaningful moments in your life,
You gonna lose it.
there was no cell phone. It was just you had to understand it,
Yeah.
and it was long-winded. It was just facts. It was just my mind ain't gonna go for that. Teacher said, "Where your mother?" My mom, I have too many moments with my mother. That's not gonna go. I'm not able to go to that school trip because my mom feels so worried about that. Because you had those moments, and that's how you learn. I never. Let's say this for me, my experience with my parents. I am now getting used. I'm now knowing my parents now. Even when I was in my 20s, I didn't know my parents. I know what they did and what they do. I didn't know them until I became my own parent and I had some struggles and I lost my hair. So I know what they had to deal with. And I know that I pray to tell my mom didn't bust my head open a long time ago. Because my children, I have to say this, we spoke about this, don't communicate with me. Because I found out I was too hard on my sons.
Oh wow.
And my daughter is the youngest, and she caught the stories from them, and other third parties. I respect, you got other family members on the other side.
Look at you.
So
The hand is still okay.
family.
What's happening there?
So I respect it. So my purpose then was I got 2 boys. I grew up in a house like Tom and Jerry, my brother, trying to kill each other. Y'all not gonna kill each other. I'll be the bad guy before y'all be at each other like me and my brother was. And that's what's wrapped in my head.
Yeah.
And that came to them. He's hard, he abused. I'm like, how was it? You sit in the D-ass mob boo, you sit in the horse stand, sit there. Hold your hands out. That's all you get.
Oh,
The same way my father did me.
I understand, but now they do categorize that as harsh punishment, and it is on a level one abuse. I'm so sorry, but it is what it is. They're becoming softer. Just think, all of the most strongest minds or the most intelligent people who's creating these concepts, these laws, and doing all this research to find that the concepts of the past is brewed out of slavery and the abuse that we did, and that beating is okay or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think there is no.
Don't clean it up. Make it dirty. Keep it real.
There's beauty in a spanking every once in a while.
Yes,
okay?
it is. It's a reality.
And the reason why I say that is because it's almost, and I hate to compare it to like a dog, but if you think of anybody, if you provide a reaction to someone's action, and it's a negative reaction, they're less likely to keep doing the same thing. If my child was about to stick the fork in the socket, don't do that. Or I say, hey, don't do that first. Don't do that, baby, don't do that. What's this? Don't do that. What that mean? Okay. So you do it again. It's a training, right? Ow! They're not gonna do it the third time. We have to how else do you teach them? Just keep saying, oh no. Don't do that. Or do you let them electrocute themselves and be like, see, you're gonna learn lessons the hard way.
Yeah, go do it. Yeah, do it. See what happens. Go do it. You shut my power down, we're gonna have a problem in this house.
You remember the concept of soft, what is it? A hard head makes a soft behind.
Yeah.
Or you do something, they be like, see, you out there, your mouth jack, your ass couldn't catch. Jesus! Oh, Lord.
Oh my God. I remember the card.
Did you used to get spankings?
Oh yeah, I know. You're the same lineage, you know. I mean, I spoke out of turn one day and they said, honey said, go upstairs. I'm like, oh, what did I say? I said, go upstairs. It's grown people. I
have to pick my own switch and everything.
Yeah, that universal.
What is that?
Don't get the flimsy one.
That's psychological too, because Granddad go out front. That bush he had on the left. That jump was like.
Jesus.
That jump had some.
That's probably why I still love trees. I ain't never have to do that.
And whoop you right on the porch. Drop the draws.
Pick your switch.
In front of the whole neighborhood.
Oh my.
Because he didn't play. I asked about Granddad didn't play. Honey was smooth with it. She'll backhand you real quick and be like, all right. Or she get Granddad, hey, come here.
He didn't beat you down.
Like, oh, I had a girl. Ooh, Lord. Never mind. We said it for later. Anyway.
Yeah, ours wasn't a lot of spankings. It was, I don't know why. It was reversed for me, because if I did this to my children, they would hate exercise. But ours were, like you said, you know, we would have to be put in a push-up position and hold it.
Put your back against the wall, hold it.
Or we have to lay in and do 6 inches. And if he come out, he would have this metal yardstick from Heckinger's. You remember that store? And he would call it the silver bullet. It was the metal yardstick with the blue writing on it. That's what he had. And you would have to, you know, if you lost the posture in your sit up, your push up hold, you had to hold it. And if you lost posture, you gotta get it. And then if you 6 inches, and he would come by, he would measure the 6 inches go down, he'd whack you at the bottom of the fit, put him up. You talk about some in shape girls. We had some bomb bodies when we was growing up because we stayed in trouble.
I'm telling you that.
We was tight. We was tight. What you talking about? Yeah. He didn't know what he was doing. Look at you setting us up for having 5 kids. Look at that. I got 5 of them. Dag daddy, that's what your discipline is.
And that was nice. that was pretty decent compared to. And again, like I said, we have a lot of history and a lot of.
We do.